day, future accountants. This is Ian L. Fermento, and I will be reporting about substantive test of investment, audit procedures 8, 9, and 10. We have procedures 8 and 9. Determine market value of securities and evaluate accounting methods. Generally, the audit procedure and the verification of valuation are largely determined by the method of valuation that is appropriate under PFRS. Cost is substantiated by vouching the acquisition price in the accounting records, and market price is substantiated by comparison to publication of market quotation of security prices. When securities are not listed at the stock exchange or not actively traded, it may be necessary to obtain market quotations from brokers. If the investment is closely held with no active market, the auditors may obtain an appraisal value from a securities appraiser. In those instances where investment in ordinary shares allows significant influence by the investor, the equity method should be used to account for the investment. When the equity method is used, there will be no valuation to market is necessary. The investment account is increased to reflect a proportionate share of investing income and increased to reflect invested losses and dividends received from the investing. When auditing an investment accounted for the equity method, the auditors must verify that the investment was properly recorded initially. The auditors must also obtain evidence regarding additions to or deductions from the account by referring to the audited financial statements of the investee. If these statements are not available, the auditors should perform sufficient investigation of investee's financial statements to determine the fairness of the amounts recorded by the investor. In certain cases, this might involve performing audit procedures at the investee's place. Nonetheless, its objective is to determine that investments are valued properly in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles. So we have Procedure 10, Evaluate Financial Statement Presentation and Disclosure of Securities. Financial Reporting Standards 32 and 39 require the proper categorization of the investment portfolio in the financial statements. They also require the disclosure of the method of accounting for the securities, aggregate market values of various portfolios, amount of realized and unrealized gain and losses, proceeds from the sales of securities, lien on the securities, and other related matters. Thus, in this procedure, investments are properly described and classified in the statement of financial position, and related disclosure are adequate. So that's all for today, and thank you.